Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
I'm flanked by handsome men.
Very nice, with good Japanese haircuts.
Yeah, really nice haircut.
What are we talking about today?
Sarcasm. So today we're going to talk about sarcasm because in Japan it doesn't really exist.
Yep.
And we take it personally.
Just
so if you say, so for example, you are like full of sarcasm all the time.
Lots of times, at least for the American side, it's like you're negative.
Yeah.
In terms of endearment, like if I say, "You're such an idiot."
Yep.
And when someone says something, it could mean you're an idiot, or it could just be like, "Oh, you're such an idiot." Like it's a joke. It's not.
It's a joke.
It's all about intonation. I think it depends on how it's said, the context of what's happening around you.
Remember when we went to we went to round one, the sports, and remember on the video I had you were doing archery, and remember you flicked it and it fell out.
Yeah.
And I said to Shane, I said, "Oh, good shot."
Right.
So obviously it's not a good shot. Like he just stuffed up.
Yeah.
And then you could say something positive, but in a sarcastic tone. Which means that wasn't actually a very good shot. But Japanese wouldn't say that. How would you say? Okay, so if you were doing archery, say your friend was doing archery, and they buggered up a shot, what would you say to pay them out, but in a friendly way?
Pay them out. What do you mean pay them out?
Insult them in a friendly way.
My same thing, sugoi.
Okay, so you would say sarcastic.
Sarcastic, but it's way harder. Like yours are more harsh. So for example, I don't know, nani?
Big head.
Like he keeps calling me. I have a big head.
I didn't keep calling you. I said it like once.
No, all the time.
Chicago.
And you have small eyes, Kaz. You have small eyes, and your face is so big, and oh my god, I can't see anything. It hurts.
Wait, sorry, that was once. Okay.
That's not sarcasm. That's like playful. Playful banter. It's different. Like
that wouldn't be.
That's not sarcasm. It's like when you are just mean to your friends or just you're significant other just to like. Be playful, be friendly. It's not necessarily. I don't want to define that as sarcasm.
Yeah.
That's just being playful.
That's banter. Yeah.
Yeah, banter.
Banter.
So that was taken completely out of text. You're always teasing me when you go. That was after the big head photo video that we made.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's the one we did. Okay. So and then I think the next day I went to take a photo.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, you need to stand further back. Your head's too big."
Yeah.
So in Japan, Japanese women want to have small heads.
Yeah.
And so you've probably seen Kaz's previous video how Japanese women take photos. Otherwise I'm going to look like an asshole. So the next day we're taking a photo and I said to Kaz, we're taking a photo of Kaz and I said, "You have to go back, your head's too big." And so I said it in a completely serious tone, but obviously it was sarcastic. Like you would understand, like if I'm taking a photo from here and I said, "Oh, you need to go back way further, your head's too big." You would obviously know that's sarcasm because
the biggest form of sarcasm that we can see is probably that it's you're saying something opposite than what is actually happening, but you're drawing attention to it in a sense that it's not right. So you're just kind of making fun of it in a way that's not directing what the answer actually is, if that makes sense. So it's like.
You say the
you say the opposite. You say the opposite.
You say the opposite. So what do you think of his haircut?
Oh god damn it!
So if I didn't like it, you'd be like, "Man, that's such a great haircut.
Yeah. I want to get one just like it."
But see, it's all about intonation. Because if I said like, "That's a good haircut," that's not sarcastic. But it's like a drawling. That is such a great haircut, man. So, oh my god, if it's a lot.
When
more
you stress it,
you stress it.
When you're over the top, I guess.
Yeah,
you could be like, "Oh wow, where did you get that haircut? I definitely want one like that."
Yeah.
And it's just then you
that's
know.
Sarcastic.
Oh wait a second. Yeah.
But sometimes you have completely flat tone.
No, I do. Yeah, but I don't know. That might just be more me.
That's just individual. Some people have a very monotone, sarcastic personality, so it's hard to come across. But it's the intent.
That's maybe a little bit more sarcastic. Is when like my friends and I in Australia, you'd say something sarcastic in a completely non-sarcastic tone to see if the other person gets it or not. Yeah.
And sometimes they keep going, and then you're like, "I was being sarcastic." Yeah.
So, for example, your birthday present. Kaz kept trying to guess your birthday present that I'd got you. So I said, "Oh, Kaz, I got you something." And she's like, "Nani, what is it?" And I said, "No, I'm not going to tell you." And then she started guessing. And so, what were you like guessing? Like food, I think. And then I said it was something you couldn't get in Japan. So something you couldn't get in Japan. And then for some reason you said macadamias.
Yeah.
And I said, yes, the answer's macadamia. I got you macadamias. And she's like, oh, really? And I was like, yes, I definitely got you macadamias. And she's like, I was like, I absolutely, the thing that I got you for your birthday was macadamia. And then she sort of caught on that, even though I was saying it seriously, it was sarcastic.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So,
repetition, it's like repetition can also be sarcastic. Repetition, intonation,
intonation, repetition, intense.
Intense.
And tone.
Tone of voice.
That's intonation.
Intonation, same.
Okay, so it doesn't exist in Japanese. It would just hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah, I take it personally.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So, okay, so...
I've been crying for a long time.
Oh, no.
Soだよ. For example, なんだろうね.
Okay, so someone on YouTube wrote a comment that they said your English was crap.
Yeah, it's not good.
And that was, okay, and so you took offense. They were trying to be mean for that one.
Yeah, yeah.
But then I said to you the next day, because so Kaz and I had been talking, I said, obviously that your English isn't horrible. If you can understand us two idiots, then you can understand most things. But then the next day I saw you, and I think you were worried about something, and I said, Kaz, yeah, your English is terrible.
Yeah.
And so I said that jokingly because we had just had that previous conversation.
But really serious tone.
But in a serious, so I said it sarcastically.
Yeah.
But in a serious tone, and you didn't realise that it was sarcasm.
Yeah, I knew it was sarcasm. I know you were saying sarcasm, but still,
it hurt.
As Japanese, we take it personally.
So you're still you're not used to. You
don't have the
understand
thick
it,
skin,
but you're not used to it.
I think it's because in America, like at least in the Western countries, you're used to it at a young age, so you hear it a lot.
Yeah.
So you're not exposed to it. So it's just like you're questioning our true intention of the context.
So because we are not familiar to it. Familiar?
Familiar, yes, you're not familiar.
So even if you recognised it, you wouldn't be used to someone saying it to you.
Yeah. No.
So be careful. It's probably a warning to everybody. Don't use sarcasm on Japanese people.
You can use it, but you have to explain it. Like, that was a joke.
Jodan.
Yeah.
Then it takes away from the sarcasm. Imagine if every time you said something sarcastic, you had to be like, I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, true.
It's just something we're used to.
But then maybe your friends will get used to it. Now I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, right.
You guys being sarcastic all the time. But that's something different.
Yeah.
We don't have it really.
But you would still, would like a group of Japanese boys, would they still give shit to them?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
But it's not really sarcasm. They don't use opposites. They just...
No, なんだろう. It's not obvious.
Not obvious.
Yeah. See, I think the key to good sarcasm is when it's not obvious. The less obvious you can make it, and someone doesn't understand that you're being sarcastic, and then they catch on. Yeah.
So Japanese tease each other. It's like obvious way.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's just straight out there.
Straight out there. But you guys are like, it's vague. Like, is he being sarcastic or does he mean it?
Well, usually we understand. Like it's very rare that you don't understand sarcasm. But there's people in Western countries that don't understand sarcasm either.
I heard like in Western sarcasm it's like a must. Humor. It's like a must.
Some people don't like it. Some people think
you don't have to use it.
You have to use it.
You want to be aware of it.
Yeah, a lot of the jokes like in movies and pop culture, it's all sarcastic.
So what's the movie or TV shows that I can learn sarcasm?
Sarcasm from a
Friends?
TV show. Friends, yeah. What's his name? Chandler.
Chandler's sarcastic.
He's all sarcasm, isn't he?
Yeah, he's mostly sarcastic.
Yeah, that's his. Yeah, I think Chandler from Friends would be. All of his humor is sarcasm.
And then Joey would be the person that doesn't understand what they're saying.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Joey's an example of not understanding sarcasm. So so a lot of the times, a lot of the humor is based on Chandler making a sarcastic joke and Joey not getting it.
Right.
That's a pretty good example.
他には?
I don't
See, sometimes the movie is so sarcastic that all the characters are sarcastic, and the audience is supposed to guess the sarcasm. So, like for example, like Zoolander, everyone's so over the top ridiculous, and they're just crazy and being funny. But like in that world, they're all like that. So like they don't bring attention to it, and they don't laugh at themselves. Like we are the ones that are laughing at them for being crazy and not understanding what they're doing.
Did you understand that? That's difficult.
It's difficult to
explain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's movies where we're making fun of real life situations in sarcasm, like Friends, where you're making fun of someone who doesn't really understand the sarcasm.
Yeah.
And then there's movies that every character is just so sarcastic that it's neutralized. So you don't it's like
so
monotone.
no one
understands
it.
The sarcasm.
It's just for the audience to watch.
Just for the audience to understand and be like, oh, this movie's so sarcastic, it's funny.
We'll have to find it. There's no way we can. I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Like
if
lots of Judd Apatows.
Okay, so you want examples of. You want examples? Okay, so if people can write in the comments examples, good TV shows or movies that use sarcasm. Or if you have any better ways of explaining it than we have, would be much appreciated.
Yes.
I don't think we did it justice here.
Yeah.
Then you always say sarcasm, like things.
Yeah.
Things.
I'm not that sarcastic though anymore. Yeah, I feel like I've toned myself down being here.
After being in Japan,
yeah.
Do you think you have changed?
No, not changed, but like I think you're right. Like it's lots of people don't understand what you're saying, so it's like it's just a respect thing.
It's not worth using. I think as soon as you get back in an American
it's
environment,
gonna be ridiculous. Like everyone's just mean to each other.
You're like, finally, I'm among friends. We can just give shit to each other all day.
But you don't take it personally, so it doesn't hurt if someone says.
No, like if I'm like, I hate you so much, Kaz. I hate you so much. But like that's being sarcastic. Like I'm like, it's actually endearing. It's like the opposite. Like,
it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, maybe Westerners have more confidence in themselves.
I think it's just we've heard it at a younger age, so you're exposed to it. You're thicker skinned, but if you don't hear it all your life, then you hear something like that, you'll be like, really, you hate me? So it's just exposure. I think you need to be exposed to it.
Yep. Oh, sarcasm. Yes. 22 Jump Street. The roommate. Have you seen 22 Jump Street?
Yeah.
You know the roommate, the girl's roommate?
Yeah.
How she, every time he wakes up in their apartment, she's like sitting on the bed saying something sarcastic to him. Yep.
Well, she's super sarcastic, like the Workaholics. Yeah, that's the show on the Workaholics. That's a pretty sarcastic show.
Yep.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was one more movie. What was it? Oh man, this is gonna kill me. Someone has to. It was the movie about the three.
Oh,
kids.
you mean Without a Paddle?
Was it?
No.
It was like three. It was two guys and a girl going on a road trip, and then their car breaks down. Seth Green starts fixing it, and he fixes it for free. And he's overly sarcastic, but in a completely serious tone.
I don't remember.
It's one of my favourite senses of humour. So he was being really sarcastic to him, but in a serious. Somebody, please help me out.
If you can guess what it is.
If you can guess it, let me know in the comments, please. It's Seth Green. Is it Seth Green? He's the one who had the voice out of Family Guy. Yeah. Oh my God, my brain's not on today. Okay, does that cover a bit of sarcasm?
So what can I do to improve sarcasm?
I think just the first step is understanding it and understanding the intent.
I think hearing it first and knowing when you can use it, when not to use it.
When not to use it.
Be careful with sarcasm.
It's like Cato, like almost like it's like Cato you would use only in professional sense, right? And then like
K?
Not Cato.
Keigo.
So Keigo,
Use it with your friends, don't use it with your boss.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually not.
It depends on your boss.
It depends on your boss. That's true.
Interesting culture. はい。じゃあありがとうございました。Thank you very much, and please leave us comments and let us know what it's good.
Yep. What's your favorite use of sarcasm? Some examples, please, for Kaz to learn.
はい。
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
See ya.